Hello, SquirrelTribe 2.0. It has been a hectic couple of days. We got a lot of stuff done today, as you can see from over here. Yes, that's a crumble cookie box. The child, my kid, my daughter, convinced me we needed to try the new crumble cookies that came out. And so now I need to go to the gym for 17 years to work it off because those cookies are just straight calories. I have some fish over here that is defrosting, thawing, whatever, for dinner tonight. We had to go to Lynn's Crafters, and then I got some stuff at Target. But I'd also like you to see my grubby little fingers right now. Look, this one broke. These look really bad because I've had gel on my nails for so long that now my nails are all brittle as crap. So I took everything off and now I'm trying to grow them out. And immediately, it's this one. I'm not gonna put it up there, but it's this one. Immediately, I went to go put clothes in the washing machine and it just ripped everything. And I was like, okay, well, that's where we are. So now my nails hurt. If you've ever been to the salon and they've like done the Dremel thing on your nails, it is painful. And that's where I'm at right now is my hands hurt. And I just kind of want to walk around like this, like kind of like Will Ferrell in Talladega Nights, where he doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's just constantly here. That's me, because every time I touch something, they hurt. So that part kind of sucks. Anyway, hope everybody is having a fabulous Thursday, because it is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, and then it's the weekend, and then it's next week. And I have been avoiding thinking about next week, and I'll explain why later. But if I explain why now, it's going to get emotional real fast, so I don't want to do it. But I do want to tell you guys the good news. So there's extremely good news. Are you ready? It's official. My mother is moving to Florida way sooner than expected. She is moving here in less than 2 months. At first, it was next year she was going to move here. And then when her and my mother-in-law were here in May, she saw an apartment that she really liked. And so now I got a text message from her yesterday or the day before. It says, hey, by the way, putting my house on the market on July 23rd or 24th or 28th or 29th, one of those. And she goes, and then I'm going to come up there or down there, because Georgia, Florida, down there. And I'm going to go ahead and sign the apartment lease, and then I'm going to move in September. And I'm like, all right, that's a lot to do in a very short period of time. My kid, my daughter, she starts 9th grade in the beginning of August. So I'm kind of focused on that. So I'm like, okay, wait, I got to try to help everything with my mom. And not be focused on the kid, because starting high school is a big deal. And I kind of want to be able to laser focus on her. This kind of throws a little kink into it, right? Trying to get everything done, but she'll be okay. She's a big girl. She knows that she's gonna have to divide up her time. But I'm excited for the kid to start high school. I'm excited that my mom's coming down here because I know she's looking forward to it. I'm kind of, if we're going to be completely honest about it, I'm kind of still like, are you sure you want to do this? Because I've talked to you guys numerous times about the fact that after high school is done, the man and I might just pick up and leave and go travel. And I'm like, I'm going to feel real bad when you move here and in 4 years we leave and now you're like here. We're not here. Janine, my mother-in-law, is not here. You know what I mean? It's going to be whatever. Plus, doctors' offices here suck, and all of her stuff is in Georgia. And if she needs to go to the doctor, you're going to drive 6 hours to go to the doctor. Like, there's a lot of things that I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? Like, have you really thought it through, as opposed to just wanting to be closer? Because you got to really think it through, right? Like, the doctor stuff to me is a big one. And then us leaving in 4 years instead of, and not feeling like we have to stay in 4 years. That's a kind of a big one too. But I think it'll be good because my mom's always wanted to live at the beach. So this way she'll be able to be close to it and go to the beach whenever she wants. Hopefully make some new friends here. Cause it'd suck if she didn't go out and make new friends, cause then she'd be real bored without Janine here to hang out with. But it's exciting. So the problem with moving, as I'm sure a lot of you know, is that the packing part sucks. And the getting rid of stuff sucks. She sent me a text message this morning. She goes, hey, do you want that little rocking chair that Nana got you when you were like 2? My heart is like, yes. My brain is like, no, my big ass will break it. I can't sit in it. The kid is, almost 15. She's not going to sit in it. I don't really have any place for it. So no, I don't want it. I mean, I want it, but I don't need it. So we just got to get rid of it. And that's the hard part. The getting rid of stuff is the hard part. Letting go of emotional ties to stuff, because at the end of the day, it's still just stuff, right? Yes, it has emotion to it, but those memories and that emotion is going to be there whether the thing is there or not. So for me, I'm like, just get rid of it. You don't need to bring a bunch of stuff here with you. The memories will always be there. The emotions will always be there. You don't have to have it collecting dust in a corner somewhere or in the garage somewhere for no apparent reason, because then that's just more clutter and stuff to get rid of later, right? So I told her, she said she's going to give it to see if my sister-in-law wants it, because her niece has a baby who might want it. And if not, I'm like, give it to Janine's church, because that'd be great in like Sunday school class or something for like the little kids, or even if there's somebody in the church who could use it, that'd be a really nice thing, because it's a really well-made rocking chair. I'm 42. I think it's been around for at least 40 years and is still in perfect condition, right? So that'll be good if she can give that away. But I was on Facebook and I came across this quote. Not a quote. Story? Not a story? I don't know what it is. It's like a quote or a story or whatever. So I came across this thing, and I already know I shouldn't read it to you yet, because I can already feel my brain going, you're going to cry. So we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to go do other stuff first. So hold on. We're going to do other stuff first. Oh, we also had to go to Walgreens. Remember my husband's shoulder? There's the Walgreens bag, finally, with the prescription in it that got called in like a week late. So it's the prescription in there for his shoulder, where they think he's torn something, hurt something in his rotator area, and they want him to do physical therapy and all that. We're still working with the insurance company to figure out if physical therapy is a must, or if we can get an MRI. Again, there's the runaround trying to figure that one out. But the physical therapy place, or the orthopedic place, had called in a prescription for an inflammatory drug, like inflammation, right? And so we picked it up today, and it says to take one a day for the next 30 days. And then the very first thing I read was, this could cause heart attacks or strokes. Well, do you really need this then? Like, I don't really want you taking this if the very first thing is, before anything else, is like, hey, side note, by the way, this could possibly kill you for inflammation in your shoulder. And then I read, and they're like, this is used for arthritis. But it's not arthritis, but I guess because it's his shoulder and it's like a issue with movement, they're considering it like a arthritis related issue. So they prescribe this thing, but it says to take one pill with food every day. And he was like, I guess I'll take one tonight. And I was like, no, you won't. You're not going to take one tonight and go to sleep and then have a heart attack or a stroke in the middle of the night while we're sleeping, because this is how my brain works. My brain plays the what if. I said, you will take it in the morning after breakfast, and I will stare at you like a hawk for the entire day to make sure you're good. I'll check your pupils. Let me see your pupils. I'll check your temperature. I'll listen to your breathing. I'll make sure everything's fine, because the second I read this could cause heart attack or stroke, I'm like, that scares the crap out of me. So he's gonna take it, but not till tomorrow. So there's that. But anyway, so I went to Target today. This is just totally off topic, but for those of you who do not scrape your tongue, you're gross. Scrape your tongue. These things are like $4 at Target. I replace them every 3 months. And then when I brush my teeth afterwards, look, I have tea, right? But my tongue looks pretty decent for just drinking tea. Like, it's not like red or whatever, but it's also not white and gross. And my tongue used to be white and gross. Let's just get real up close and personal here. My tongue used to be white and gross because I never like cleaned it. I would take the toothbrush when I was done brushing my teeth, and I would like swap it around on my tongue and consider that good. And that's kind of gross now that I stop and think about it. But this stuff works amazingly. Now, of course, ladies, fellas, I don't even know who wants to hear this part. I don't know if this is TMI, but welcome to 2.0. This is what we do over here. The perk or the downside, depending on how you want to look at it, do not turn red, Michelle. The perk to this is that you learn to like scratch the back of your tongue like as far back as possible, which in theory helps with the reflex, the gag reflex, we just put it like that. So that's a good thing. Now, the bad thing also is it hits the gag reflex. So if you have like a really easy gag reflex, it's gonna make your eyes water and like want to vomit while you're brushing your teeth. So, plan accordingly. I don't know. But it's great. It really helps the tongue, and it helps with the breath and stuff like that, and the gag stuff. Like, you get used to it or you don't, whatever. Anyway, now that we're past that. So I went to Target to try to find, as soon as I ripped this nail, I told the man, I was about to wash dishes, and I was like, I cannot put my hands in water because they're all just gonna they're all gonna start peeling up because they're so incredibly thin from having gel polish on them for months and months and months, right? So I was like, I gotta go to Target. I need to get Sally Hansen nail hardener, which is what I did. I used to use this stuff all the time. That doesn't work because it's whatever. I don't know how to do this. I'm not a makeup channel. But this Sally Hansen Hard as Nails, I used to use this all the time, right? You put a coat on and another coat, and then every day you put another coat, and after 7 days you take them off with like acetone or whatever else, and then you do it again. It's supposed to help strengthen your nails. So I got this, which I always use. But then I saw this other one and I was like, well, let me try this. So I got this one. It's called Nail Rehab. I don't know if it's gonna make it look all pinky like that. It's not my favorite color, but this one, it says it's supposed to hide imperfections. And if you guys can see, I don't know if it'll focus on my nail. Maybe it'll focus, kind of, sort of, not. There we go. I don't know if you can tell that because of the Dremel stuff she had to do, it's kind of like not perfect. It's got texture to it because of all the stuff that we had to pull off, all the gel polish. So I'm hoping that this will give it like that smoother texture. So I'm gonna do this stuff for a week and see how it does. Take it off and then move over to this and see if it'll help smooth out the texture and everything else. But while I was there, I was trying to find, I'm sure you guys have used these before, those little square buffing things, like one side's a buffer and one side's a shine and one side's like the scratchy part. What's that called? Scratchy part? Emery board style, right? Whatever. I was trying to find those. It used to be like 99 cents. Target didn't have any of them. What they did have, of course, was something that was $13.99, but it was on sale for 25% off if you have a Target circle thingy. So I ended up getting this joker. I'm gonna try this out later. I'm gonna take the polish off and try this out because it has a buffing tool, and I'm wondering if that will also help kind of smooth this out. But now you've got a shaping tool, a precision shaper, a cuticle pusher, an emery tool, and a buffing tool. So I got this, but the main reason I got this is because the kid, she keeps talking about wanting to be able to do her own nails or do whatever else. And so I'm thinking this will be good for her to practice. The girl who did my nails today gave me a list of all these companies that sell things that like they use at nail salons, so she could get her own stuff to figure out how to do her own nails, because it'd save a lot of money if she could do her own, and then save a lot of money if she could do mine. And she's into that kind of stuff, so I'm like, might as well help her learn how to do new things and be independent and creative and save money at the same time. And then maybe in the future she can charge her friends to do their nails, because there's nothing wrong with having your own little business and making money. So that's what that is. And then while I was there, I also got this. I swear by Parodontax, or however you say it. I don't know if you guys remember last summer, I think it was last summer, my wisdom tooth just fell out of my mouth. Do y'all remember that? Did I tell you about that? Y'all know about that. Wisdom tooth just poof, fell out. Just a whole thing, just gone. Like the roots and everything, just up and out and gone. The most disgusting thing ever. And I was worried about, sepsis and things like that, because I had like a gaping hole in my mouth. And somebody had mentioned to me Parodontax, I think is how you're supposed to say it, because it has active gum repair. They said use that and brush your teeth, morning and night, floss every morning and every night. Don't use mouthwash, because mouthwash has sugar in it. And it's actually worse for your gums and your teeth when you're trying to keep them or make them heal or healthier. So I haven't used mouthwash in over a year, but I've been using this stuff, and I've noticed a massive difference in my mouth and in my teeth and everything else. So I saw this one today that's got the new breath freshener release. So hopefully this will just kick things up a notch. So I got these things, but that's what I wanted to show you guys from there. And then, fish and cookies and Walgreens and whatnot. Okay, so I'm gonna read you this thing. Y'all, look, I was thinking about it yesterday driving home and literally had to pull over for a second. I'm like, you're gonna make yourself cry. Stop thinking about this, because whatever. So y'all know me, I try not to, but if things go haywire, you can fast forward. It's not on purpose. And I'm not PMS. It could be a menopause thing, but it's more of a timing and a whatever because of what next week is. So anyway, I saw this thing on Facebook and I read it, and I mean, it's profound in my opinion. So let me tell you what this says. It says, a good friend of mine unexpectedly lost his wife. A couple months later, we were golfing together, chatting about nothing. He asked what my dinner plans were, and I told him wifey wanted homemade chili and cornbread, but I didn't feel like stopping at the store. We golfed a few more minutes when he quietly said, make the chili. It took me a few minutes to realize we were no longer talking about dinner. It was about going out of your way to do something for someone you love, because at any moment they could unexpectedly be taken from you. See? So today I'm sharing with you that wisdom handed to me by my dearest friend that I've thought of many times since that day. Next time someone you love wants you to go for a walk or watch a football game or play a board game or just put your phone down and give them your undivided attention, just do it. make the chili. Whew. See? You think by now I'd be good. So that one hit me for numerous reasons, right? My mom moving here in a month or two. At first I was like, it's too soon. Don't do it. You know, hello. I'm like, you know, you're going to regret it because you don't have any friends here. Janine's there. Everything's going to change for you. And then I already know, Mom, I know you're watching this and I'm sorry, but I already know that sometimes I'm going to feel guilty if I'm not like seeing her every single day, because now she's closer. I'm going to feel guilty in the beginning if we're not together all the time, but then I'm going to be upset if I feel guilty every day. And it feels selfish at the same time. And then I see this and it's like, you know, certain things are more important than other things. I don't even know how to phrase that. So I was thinking about that. And then it says, you know, just play the board game. Well, my mother-in-law always wants to play Scrabble. And sometimes we don't get to it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. So now I'm like, oh gosh, we have to always play Scrabble because you just never know. And you know, hold on. We can do this. I promise we can do this. Just put your phone down. Oh God. So the kid, y'all know YouTube, right? This is what I do. And so she knows also that this is what I do. I upload my videos and then I pay attention to the comments, right? And there will be times where we're sitting on the couch and she's watching something on the TV and she wants me to pay attention. And I've got my phone in my hand and I'm reading comments and I'm replying. She's like, Mom, put your phone down. And I'm like, kid, 1 second, you know, let me finish this. And she's like, oh, and then sometimes she'll be tired of it and she'll just get up and go play video games or go talk to her friends instead of watching stuff. And it's my fault because she's telling me to put my phone down and I don't. And then she leaves or doesn't want to be there anymore. And this stupid thing hit me and I'm like, she'll be driving in just a year. What happens when she doesn't want to hang out? What happens if she leaves and something happens? So now she's like, just put your phone down. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to touch my phone. I don't want anything to do with it when she's here, whatever. So that hit me. And then I'm randomly looking at the calendar, trying to figure out where she wanted to go see the movie Twisters. It comes out next week, right? She wanted to go see the movie Twisters. And so I'm looking at the calendar and I'm looking at next week and I realize, next week is 10 years. Oh, geez, come on. I'm sorry. Oh, 10 years since my Nana passed away, right? You would think 10 years be much easier by now, right? No. God. So then I'm reading this, I'm thinking all of these different things. I'm thinking about next week. And then I'm thinking about my mom moving here. And then of course, you know, you get into the thought of, well, soon, hopefully not soon, geez, hopefully not soon. But one day it's going to be, well, it's been this many years since Nana. It's been this many years since my mom. And it just made this one thing, make the chili, literally make the chili, 3 words, just upended everything for me. And it's all that's been on my brain and in my heart for the last couple of days, which is why I haven't been here with y'all, because I don't know how to control this. But, look, Max is over here like, are you okay now? But just little things like that, because we take everything for granted. You get so used to this person being there or this being your normal routine. And, you know, seeing the same people and doing the same things, you get so used to it that you forget that literally, like that, gone. So this is my way of, telling y'all, make the chili. Whatever that equates to for you, make the chili. Because you never know. My Nana went in for a regular surgery. I talked to her before she went into surgery. And then the next thing I know, she's in a hospital bed. And then she's gone. When I was younger, I spent every summer with her. And when I got older, I didn't. And I could have gone to see her. She was in South Carolina. I was in Georgia. I could have gone to see her, but whatever I was doing was more important. And I think about that now with my mom. Here I am being a selfish, complete asshole thinking, well, I'm going to feel bad if on a Thursday we want to go out to dinner and I don't invite my mom. I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel guilty. And now I'm like, well, it's because you suck. If you're going out on Thursday, invite your mom, because what happens if you don't? And then on Friday, you don't have the chance because that chance is gone. So, make the chili. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, make the chili. Whatever that equates to for you in your life, in your family, in your friends, in yourself, make the chili. So, y'all, I love you and I'm sorry. Only with y'all. I don't know why. I can't. I don't like to cry, number one. Or turning to a just absolute mess. But I guess it's because I trust y'all not to make me feel absolutely horrible for it. And I don't want to cry in front of, the man and the kid because then I feel even worse because I don't want them hurting because of me. So, if there's a way to block my mom from seeing this, I would do it because she's going to cry. And now I feel even worse. So there's that. Yeah. Daughter of the Year award today. Y'all, I love you immensely. All of you. Supposed to end on a happy high note. Sorry. Not today. I'm going to go make dinner and try to find the stupidest comedy I can find on TV and just turn my brain off for a little bit. So that's the plan. Yeah. Make the chili. That's it. I love y'all.